Oh, yes, you're back in the hangar with me, Chris, and Dad's RC Hangar for that Friday feeling. Oh, yes, that Friday feeling is back again. Yes, it may be raining cats and dogs outside. Yes, it is. But that's okay, because we're inside the hangar and we're going to do some building. Yes, we are. We're going to start building the Tony Nijhuis Harrier. Yes, the GR7 Harrier, which I've got a lovely paint scheme, which we'll go through another day. In fact, I might even show you just a quick, this is what I want it to look like. And there you go. We'll go back into that a little later on. Now, first things first is that I went through all the pictures there. The great thing about Tony Nijhuis' house is his pictures. In fact, he's not there, is he? He did say he might be. Look, I can't see him. Yeah, it's all that craziness. Yeah, so he does all these lovely pictures online that gives you sort of like what you should be doing, and then a bit of a gumph, a bit of reading gumph, and then you can work out the rest for yourself and build it as you would normally do. Now, if you look in there, they've got a jig from SLEC. And I thought, right, I've got to get a jig. And as you do, or as I do, I push the buy button. Buy, yes, need that. I want it all at once so I can build in bad business. But I forgot to read the text at the bottom. As you can see, all you need is a board. I actually thought it was going to come like it is on the picture. But it comes in a lovely box, just like so. Little ditty box with all your your elf ears and everything else, and your bag of bits. And it also comes with like a vinyl that you literally stick to a board and then drill holes and bits and pieces. And it was like, okay. Now, unfortunately, I only got this the other day, and it was like, but I need to do all that before I can start building. So this is more like a prep, a build-up. We'll go maybe I'll show you what I'm doing with the boards, just in case you have the similar sort of thing. You're not too sure what to do, but it is, unfortunately, I can't cut it down. I need to cut it down because I couldn't get exact measurements. So I've got a board, and it is half an inch thick, whatever that is in millimeters. So I wanted it solid and bits and pieces, which is a bit too big. Yeah, I think it says up to 15 millimeters, which is whatever that is in inches and stuff off the top of my head. So I've got a bit of drilling to do. Let's show you the board, shall we? Alright then, all up and personal. Well, we're kind of all upside down and inside out. This is the board. Look at this. This is the bit of play I had. As you can see, it's like half an inch or whatever. It's very thick. I didn't want to get too small thin ply, because otherwise it might, change shape over time and bits and pieces. I have got to cut it because there's all this bit here. Even though it's kind of good, really, because obviously it stops at my little butt stop there on the actual bench. And it just fills the whole of the bench. So I don't know if I'm going to cut this down, because I could even sort of like Dremel out, but bits of, well, not Dremel, but I can't remember the name of the tool, but it cuts out a little sort of like, half of that amount, so I can put some, me pins and stuff, and maybe little boxes and bits and pieces, say for instance I'm getting one of them boxes or something, so it doesn't fall off. I don't know. Is it worth cutting? I don't know. Anyway, that's not what we're here to do. I don't want to bore you with bits and pieces today, but it's just come to the thing. It's like, I can't start building yet. As you can see, if I do a little bit close up, each one of these is got to be drilled out. Yes, all good fun. And then behind it, we've got, I call them dog nuts. I don't know what you call them, but I call them dog nuts. I think they're dog nuts, lug nuts, because they've got dog teeth. And they go underneath, inside the hole. They get, if I can get that in focus for you. Is that? Does he want to get in focus? No, he doesn't want to get in focus. Whatever, you know what I mean. They go in underneath in all the holes, and then you got a little screw. So like so, they go in, tighten them. Well, they go through this little washer that you're given. I'll get that out. They get like a little through washer. And then they go into the hole, which tightens up into your dog nut, and then you can do it. I'm sure I'm showing everyone how to suck eggs. For those of you who've never seen this before, the SLEC jig, this is what it's all about. But I actually thought that it was coming pre-drilled on the board, ready to rock. How wrong was I? Alrighty, so that's taken care of. Now you have to be careful of the thickness. I probably really wanted to show you actually, but I don't know what I've done with this here. So the reason they say there's such a thickness is because when these go through with this on underneath, the wood doesn't need to be that thick. Unfortunately, I can use just normal washers for now, but I prefer to use the soft washers because obviously then it doesn't get crushed. So I can use it and I can start it today, but I will order longer bolts. I think they're M5. I need to check that, but if not, I want hex ones anyway, not screwdriver ones. So that's all good. Now you can see the plane, Tony Nijhuis. You probably won't be able to see there, but it's the GR7 Harrier. If I can read a bit more, I'll put all the gumph in the description, and you'll be able to get links to Tony's site. Also Formax as well for George, because obviously we're going to be using his 80 amp ESC, and also we're going to be using his EDF, which presumably, I think, roughly about there, I think, maybe, is it? I don't know. FP1 has probably got a bit of the fan, isn't it? Something like that, I don't know. So anyway, we'll look and we'll get in there and we'll do bits and pieces. But yeah, so here's the fuselage, or the fuzz as I've been hearing people call it. The actual top of the aircraft and all the bits and pieces. We've got the wing, which obviously two of, and there's all little sub things that I need to go through and make sure that I'm watching everything and looking at everything. You've got all the ribs, they are all labelled here, W5, W4, W2, W blah 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 blah. I did notice that in the kit, which we'll see in a minute, that they didn't engrave it on the actual timber. It might be because I've got the first one or whatever. I mean, Tony says it's the first one. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. Are you watching, Tony? Is he watching? So it maybe that's why. So, but it's okay because I mean everything's here. So you know, I'll just pop it out, and if it fits like F7 and it looks like F7. Then it's F7, yes. So, oh, look at this, it just looks fantastic. I can't wait to start building. I know I'm just looking over it, but I want to have a good study, because I think I'm kind of learning from the Hawker Hunter, that wasn't Tony's, by the way, which you know is, I didn't really study. But then again, it was an eBay one, wasn't it? And this had holes in it and all sorts, but this is perfect. So I could just want to see where all these bits and pieces are. So I think it's really good to have a good study from what I've known little of building. But yeah, the more you build, the better you get. Alrighty then. Yes, we're back with the iPhone cam and the overhead cam. Yes, we have. So I decided I'm running out of time. I did have to work today. Today is, what is it, 27th of September 2024. Nearly October, can you believe that? And I did have to work this morning. So I've kind of wasted about 5-6 hours really. For what I wanted to do today. So and as you might have noticed that I didn't have enough dog nuts for all the holes on the jig. I mean, if you actually look on the website, it's every other hole, but knowing my luck, I probably need every hole. So a good fortune, should I say, is that George Formax actually sells them. So I'll be on the phone later on to him, and I'll be grabbing some more of those so every hole is filled. And also, if you use that eye of an eagle, you'd actually see that 2 holes are actually missing. So the 2 little red dots. I don't know. Anyway, so what we're going to do is a prep. This is a prep day. I'm going to carry on prepping after this. And plus, you'll probably say, Chris, it looks a bit dark this way. Why is it so? I can't see you. Well, here I am. But the reason you can't see me is because I've got some lights to put up. I've got some, yes, some Star Wars lighting. Yeah, so I've got to put them on these sides so you can see a bit better. But I haven't. As I say, time has been against me constantly. So what you've got in the box, so this is the full blown pack, so you can get all the stuff and bits and pieces with it, so you're ready to rock and roll. I just want to make sure you can see as you can. So you've got the lovely cockpit. Now this is, you can remove the film, it is clear, but it's very detailed, very nice, and you can get, well, you can't really see, I can, because you know it's near enough a forearm long, so you get to see the scale of this bird. Anyway, it's absolutely fantastic. So that's one of the plastic bits that you get. You also get 2 inlets, which is my favourite kind of plastic, not, but I'm sure we'll make them look all pretty and sexy. So obviously one's one side and one's the other side. This is a 3S bird, so there you go. So you can see all that's going on. Loving it. Now these are stickers that you get, the Fly Navy ones, that you get all the stickers. I'm not going to be using these because I am going for the snow scheme, as you saw. Snow scheme. Which I think is a lot more sexier. Yes, you can't say anything about the Harrier and their colour, especially when it's the navy as well, and I think it's almost like a blue-grey. I can't remember now, but fantastic. But I think they'd be a lot better to see in the sky if it's camo. Yes, snow camo. No joke, you know. Right. Also, you get one of these pipes now. I'm going to show up to the iPhone cam because he's quite small. These are all 3D printed. These come from Tony here. I think his son or something had some dealings with this, which is fantastic. Everything doesn't want to focus today. Focus, man. Here we go. Look at that. It's kind of nice. So we're going to paint him. I think he looks like me, don't you? Just without the glasses. And then we got the exhaust as well that you get. You get 4 of these. Obviously, these are actually sort of rotated on the full scale one to blow air or jets to take it off in bits and pieces. And then we got the back, which obviously is well, not obvious, but it's the seat, the top of the seat that you see. So he kind of will probably sit against there, or he will sit against there like bits of like so. You get that. So it's a nice little pack of that. There's I think there's something else in. No, there's not. So there's a little pack of stuff. In fact, I'm not showing. So it's nice. So make sure you order them because detail. Everything's in the detail, isn't it? So I'll put them back in the boxes. And then you get the balsa, which is lovely balsa from SLEC. I think Tony actually says what kind of balsa and thickness and type he wants. As you can see, there's no F numbers or any other kind of numbers on there. I did say this, and I think it's because it's the first cut or something. I don't know. I'm quite lucky. I want to get this built. This is my October build. I want to get this built in October, and you'll see why I do it in the end. Yeah, so there's all the bits of balsa. There's actually one that's just already fallen out, so I've got to be careful because I think that's actually one I'm going to need. But you can see it, most of the shapes and bits. Once you look at the drawings, you'll be able to see what numbers what and what goes where. But it's just some lovely balsa. It's really good looking balsa. If you can get some right crap balsa out there. Obviously bits of ply and stuff like that. They're obviously go in front, and obviously I keep saying obviously today. These go on the winglets on the front wings. I don't know what they're called, but we'll get there. There's some really thick ply, so obviously that's going to be cut out soon because that's going to be in the fuse. Scary stuff. We got solid balsa, which means one thing. It means we're going to be planing and sanding down. If it's the first time you've been to this channel, you don't know what I'm on about, and I'll let you be on about it. If you know, you're in the know, you know. So yeah, but it's fun. Yeah, some more balsa. I'm just going to go through these bits and pieces. It's kind of like the video just totally went out the window really, because I was going to start and I thought I don't want to start and then rush. Because then I'll make a problem. Because I would like this to be an actual decent video of how to build the Harrier. So if anyone's stuck, you can always revert to this video of how not to do something. Yeah, and then with some more nice ply, some good ply there. So all sort of laser cut out on bits and pieces. This is obviously obviously is the word of today. I think I do apologise. Obviously I do. Okay, stop that. This is all going to go in a fuse. I can see this. And obviously you've got your stringers and everything going here, so it's a nice chunky size. Once again, we've got more balsa, so there's the little sheets of balsa, which is possibly for the covering, I would have thought. There you go. And then we've got more here at different fatnesses or thicknesses, should I say, of balsa. And then you've got stringers. There's kind of a diddy thing now. I think that's probably just a cut off that's fallen out. These are going to be the leading edge of the wings, I would have thought, maybe. Don't know. There's a big one and a small one. I don't know. We've got to go through all this. This is all going to happen. And then some stringers. Now, it's not a lot. It really is not. If you actually look at the build, it's not a huge build. I mean, don't forget, we've got Tony Nijhuis's Lysander, which is all the drawings are there, I think. No, that's the Harrier behind that, and that's one of the packs, and that's the other pack of balsa. That's going to be a big one. We're going to build that afterwards. This is the builds I want to get done, and everything else ready for next season. As I can just go and fly now, past my A test. Did I tell you about that? I'm sure I did. Yeah, so let's put it back. So the kit is not huge. I mean, I think it's going to come up with its challenges, obviously, mainly because I'm building it. But it's a lovely balsa. It just feels good, feels nice. Yes, definitely a grade 1 balsa. Vintage. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to building it. In fact, I'm going to start to, well, I've got to put some lights up. Well, first of all, I'm going to finish this video ready for you tonight for that Friday feeling, yes. And then I'm going to put some lights up and carry on that. And then I'm going to start building it and filming over the weekend. So next Friday, don't miss it, will be the actual start of building, the actual fuselage on the jig. It's all jiggedy-jigged up. So it's exciting times ahead. We've got to cover this baby and all sorts of things. So there's lots to do, but I've got a good feeling. Everything is in the description if you want to buy parts, if you want to have a look at it, if you want to have a look at the PDFs, which obviously show how the build is going to be done and how hopefully I will be doing it. If you haven't got a jig and this is the first time you've seen a jig and you want to get the jig, that's also in the comments now. Obviously, the SLEC is UK based, but they do ship to everywhere over the world. And I'm sure you might even find it in the US or around the world, Australia, wherever you're from, America, Germany, and loads of places. The world, should we just say. You never know. But get this. I unfortunately, I've got no affiliate. I've got no special codes or anything else. But this is a deserved build. It really is. The GR7 Harrier is fantastic. It really is. It's a beautiful bird. And America, they've used them as well. So, you know, they must be good. Yeah, that's about it. I do apologise for just sort of a itsy bitsy, but it's the prep of the GR7 Harrier, yes. But it's still that weekend, and it's still that Friday feeling. And yes, you are going to enjoy yourself. Oh, yes. Are you indeed? Yes, you are. Enjoy yourself and have some fun. If you can't get out, if you're in around the world, there's bound to be somewhere that's sunny, no winds, and really a lot of fun, then get out and fly. Or if there's a calm lake or anything, get out boating. If not, and you can't even get your RC car because it's so wet and so the whatever, then get in the hangar. Do some building, fix some planes, do something that's RC fun to put a smile on your face. Oh, yes. And I keep forgetting, please support this channel. Put a thumbs up, it's all down there, and a bell notification. And if you want to, become a member, which is very simple, and you get some awesome stickers and some bits and pieces during the year. And you help the channel. And I think, believe me, there's something else you can press as well to say, yes, this is a great channel, because I love it, because the man on this is absolutely stupid. He doesn't know what he's doing, so it's kind of funny. Oh, yes. But on that bombshell, as a famous person would say, I'm out of here. Yes, I'm going to crack on, get some lighting set up, put some power up, make sure I'm ready, and then hopefully later on tonight I'll start building, after you're watching this probably, and get stuff filmed in proper lighting and you know, really make a push on the Harrier. Listen, thanks if you have stopped all the way to the end, and for me waffling on all for the last past whatever it is, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate that. I'm just crazy about this plane, and I really want to get it built as quick as possible. Not because I'm rushing, it's just it's my October build, and that's how I want to do it in October. October is done, built, and it's on the web, ready for you to help you either way, either not what to do or what to do. It's your choice. But it'll all be there, the information and the chin wagging and everything else. Yes. Okay, thanks for popping by. You have a fantastic week and in mega Friday feeling, and that RC feeling, and that wonderful feeling. But be safe, keep safe, but have fun and spread the word. Thanks for popping by. See you next week. Ta-da!